All right, good morning, guys. So we had a reaction last night. Elon Musk made a tweet which accelerated some downside. Obviously, you guys know I'm not a news-based trader, I'm technical. So what that means is that all Elon did was accelerate a movement that was already going to happen. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what we're looking at, see what the damage is and if we're able to recover this. As you guys can see, we have fell right back into our triangle. I mentioned last night on the video that a fake out is something that does happen quite a bit in crypto. And that's basically what we got in this situation. And the warning signs, looking back, doing the hindsight is 2020 sort of thing, the warning signs were there. As you guys can see, we're really lacking on volume. You guys see this really low volume when we did break up. I saw last night they were talking about on Twitter how this is something that people were concerned about, and I really didn't take much into it because it was so early in the movement. That being said, this is definitely a warning sign not having volume in this massive area after we break out of this seemingly very significant level. So we did go back up, and obviously we did collapse pretty harshly. So what's going to happen now? Well, I think that now, since this has happened, I think that our retest of the capitulation candle is, it's very reasonable at this point, I believe. I hate to say it, guys, but I think that's something that definitely can happen. I think we can shoot down from here and come down and retest our capitulation candle and the yearly open. That would be a very healthy movement. So does that mean it's going to happen? No, not at all. If we go to the 4 hour, I'm sure we have some support here. Yeah, we're currently resting on top of this 4 hour breaker, and we closed inside of it last candle. And so as long as we get back above there on the next candle, that's a really bullish sign. And then we can just go level to level and see if we can recover. Something that is giving me quite a bit of hope actually is going to be on H bar. I like the way that this reacted so far. If you go to H bar, you zoom out, you can see how all that happened, you have one test here, two test here. It came down here and retested the previous trend line. This is a really healthy movement. And as long as we do react positively from here, this is not unhealthy by any means. If anything, it actually creates more strength for whenever it does go upwards, because now it makes it more of a solid ascending triangle, or ascending triangle, or maybe even more of a symmetrical triangle. It's not really symmetrical. I don't know, guys, but it gives me a lot of confidence in H bar specifically because it did hold up in that dump so well. So other ones, I know XRP. I think XRP actually lost its rising trend line, if I remember correctly. No, we're back above it. Damn, that looks really good. And this is a very clear ascending triangle. You see that? How you have this trend line right here, and you have a horizontal level that's holding its resistance. This is actually a really, really solid, healthy movement right now. So XRP looks really good at this level. CEC, what are some of the big ones I'm looking at? EOS maybe. Let's see how EOS held up. Oof, it collapsed. All right, so it did lose its trend line. Yeah, it definitely lost its triangle. It's unfortunate. So, but we're still inside of this major breaker, though. I think it's a daily, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're still definitely inside this breaker, and we're just consolidating. So we're still consolidating. We have some slight deviation from the range, but in general, we're still inside this level. So nothing too concerning as of right now. Yeah, I'm still rejecting off this daily level. Let's see what other big ones. I'm trying to look at my primary ones that really give me a big insight into the market. No, let's see what else. Ethereum maybe. Let's see how that held up. We haven't even touched it. Okay, so this looks good actually, because we haven't even come back down and retested it entirely on this level. So you see this trend line, how well it respected. And I drew this quite a while ago, and we didn't even come back and test it yet. So we still have more where we can go and be totally healthy at this point. So I wouldn't be too concerned yet. Our alts look really good, actually. Ethereum looks good. XRP looks good. H bar looks really good. Bitcoin looks pretty weak, but our altcoins look really good. Does that mean that the alts could actually continue up and Bitcoin keep basically collapsing down? Yeah, that's also in the table. So right now, we really don't know at this point. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Maybe that will give me some clues. Bitcoin dominance did react again off our weekly breaker. Okay, so we are having some weakness on the alts as a whole. Money is flowing out of alts into Bitcoin. But what this means though is now if Bitcoin does collapse, alts do have some way that they can come back down and retest this again and show more strength in the market. So my bias on alts still has to be up, guys. I think they had some really healthy Adam and Eve patterns. They're making some very good ascending triangles. Bitcoin is, I'm more cautious on Bitcoin than other coins, but our altcoins still very healthy at their level. I like them, honestly, I do, guys. So that's where I'm looking at. I think alts still look fine. Bitcoin looks a little weak, but overall, I'm not too concerned yet. I'm really not. So my bias is still going to be up. And that's where I'm going to end the video. If you guys have questions, like always, let me know. I'm going to let you all go.